Question everything, trust nothing, except for your boy CryptoKeeper. It is Crypto Wars, Trading Wars, 1v1. Super excited about the show today. I thought these two were probably going to be more towards a couple weeks from now, maybe at the end. So we've got Alex O backstage and Tradefly. Both of them have been doing fantastic throughout the show. Alex O got a little squirrely last week and kind of went full degen, and it kind of bit him a little bit. So we'll see what happens today. I'm excited about it. I know we got a bunch of Otter Gang in the house, a bunch of people supporting Tradefly. I'm excited to see how this goes. Before I pull them up, let me say hello to the chat. Hopefully everybody is kicking it, doing well today. Who we got up in the chat? We got Nick Musgrave in the house. Good to see you. Candle Daddy actually was first. Candle Daddy, beep, boop. Good to see you, Candle Daddy. Glad that you are here. Clay the mother effing great. I think you should change your name, Clay. I think you should put a mother effing in there, but not actually spell it out. Let's just be Clay the mother effing great. Trade Intuition in the house. Good to see you. Mark Dutch. Alex O obviously is in here. Crypto Wander in the house says, what's up, everybody? Smash the like button on the way in. Yeah, please do that. Please do that. It is free. And if I didn't say Crypto Wanderer, French Toaster, Caffeinated Crypto, we got a bunch of people in the house today. Super excited for the show. All right. V Monitor, also part of the Otter Gang. All right, cool. Let's bring them up. The legends in the trading space. Tradefly, what's up, brother?
What's going on, man? How you doing today?
Glad to see you, bro. This is going to be an exciting show. I've been looking forward to this all week. I wish you both the best of luck. And there is his opponent, Alex O Crypto. What's up, Alex?
What's going on, man? Good to be here. You know, good old Trading Wars. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let me remind everybody, if it's your first time watching the show, probably not for a lot of you, but if it is your first time watching the show, they're going to go head-to-head with the starting numbers today. Tradefly has $1,010.61. They are free to trade right now. They know that. Alex O has $902. At about the midway point through the show, we're going to spin a wheel. That wheel, that is the degen wheel. That is the meme coin wheel. We are going to do a $2,000 trade. They can do whatever leverage they want, but that is the amount of margin that needs to be traded on that. We'll spin the wheel twice. Each of them will get an asset, and they will have 15 minutes to get in and out of a trade, hopefully profitably. We will see what happens. All right, before I ask you guys about trades, let me just pull up the market because we always got to check in. We've got an hour and a half, so let me check in on these markets and see what's going on. Been jumping around a little bit. I've seen some people going nuts about some small moves recently. I don't know why, but it's happening. Let's see what we got. The global market cap is at, drum roll please, $2.405 trillion with a T dollars. That's up 0.2%. Like I said, pretty flat, but people are excited about some of the levels. Excuse me. Bitcoin. The Bitcoin is at $61,815. That is pretty flat, but up 4.6% on the week. ETH, we got to get back up above that 3K, baby. My portfolio always tells me as a whole when ETH is down. When I see those numbers drop significantly, it means ETH is down because it's a large part of my biggest portfolio. BNB creeping up towards $600, up about 4.8% on the week. Solana flirting with that $150 number as per the usual. XRP doing what XRP's done for a long time, right around that 50 cents. That's right. Toncoin though, guys, I can't, you know what? I'm tired of patting myself on the back on this one. It's number 9. It's up 23.2% on the week. It's up 7% on the day. This thing just doesn't stop. I'm excited to see where this lands. I have another portfolio that I do some meme coin stuff on TON specifically, and I hold a bunch of TON in there, and just kind of happened to browse in there today, and I said, oh, we got a nice little move here over the last few days. I don't check that every day. Scrolling on down, I got to double check in with my mining assets. Well, Bitcoin's one of them. The other one is, and it was moving. Let's see where it's at today. Caspa, 12.3 cents. Glad to see it up 4.2 cents on the day and 15% on the week. Let me tell you guys something. So in mining, there's a few different ways. There's a few. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. My bad, Tradefly. I'm showing the background. In mining, there's a couple different ways. Most of the mining companies, the way that they have you pay is you have to pay at the end of the month. So with my Bitcoin mining, for example, the way that it's normally set up is you mine, and then at the end of the month, you're responsible to pay the power bill. Okay. The mining company that I am with, because I'm friends with the CEO, does something really nice for me. It's called a net zero payout. Effectively, what happens is at the end of the month, all of the money comes out of my Bitcoin. Okay. Now flop over to Caspa. I mine Caspa with them as well. My Caspa is not that way. So my Caspa, I have to pay out in stable coins. I can pay it out at any point during the month. It is a flat fee for each of the miners. So I know how many miners I have and what that fee is going to be. So I've got about a 4-day variance to where, hey, the bill's due in this 4-day time period if you haven't already paid it. So a few days ago, Caspa was down to like 10 cents, bro, like 10 cents. And I owed $5,000 in power, right? And I was like, damn, do I take the chance here? And I talked to the CEO and he said, hey, listen, you've got 4 days. If Caspa pumps in the next 4 days, that could significantly, help you out a little bit. And I said, okay, we're going to roll the dice. And I ended up paying my power bill yesterday at almost 12.3 or 12.4 cents. It saved me like $1,000 on a $5,000 payment. So pat myself on the back for taking a little gamble there. Do either of you do any mining stuff at all, or have you ever looked into it?
Nah, man, it's always super interesting hearing you talk about it. Honestly, I've thought about it, but honestly, I'm so busy, dude. Like I haven't even been able to wrap my brain around that.
Yeah. One of the great things that I love is that I am so busy. That's why I like mining, because it's my mailbox money, right? You put the money in, buy the machines, sit, hold, just like you would with any other portfolio, and you got a little money printer. That's kind of what that's what I like about it. And it's a write-off on taxes. It is a depreciating asset, just like real estate. So depending on the quantity, right? Depending on the quantity of machines that you buy and what that number looks like, you've got some options, especially running it through, an LLC. So there's some really cool stuff that you can do there. Anyways, that's not what we're here for. We're here to talk about trading. So let me ask, first of all, is anybody in a trade?
Yep, I'm already in and out of a trade.
In and out.
Yeah, took a quick long on BTC.
Get my ass kicked already.
And I am now at $1,037.
Oh,
look at this guy.
Can you feel it heating up already? You see the red behind you, Alex? Is that heat coming on your back from Tradefly?
Yeah, man. It's Canada's finally warming up.
What is the temperature up there? You're wearing a sweatshirt. I know you're inside. So is Tradefly. What's the weather like up there?
So like we always in May, it's like, April is always like 10 degrees and miserable. But
hold on, back that up. You're talking Celsius.
Yeah.
So 10 degrees Celsius. Hold on, let me see if I can get this. 50 degrees, 40 degrees.
So 20 degrees Celsius.
Well, 20's warm, but you said
20 is like 68, right? 20 is 68. So that's your reference point.
Okay.
Yeah, and then 10.
So 10 is going to be 46, 50. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So
when's like hot?
We're warming up. When it gets on fire come like end of June to about end of August, and then
end of June to August.
Yeah, and then we're looking at like that's the thing, right? Like we'll get 90s, 96 in August, like easy, right?
Yeah.
So
you do get some heat up there. Still.
We do get the heat.
Tradefly, where are you again? Are you in Florida?
I'm in SoCal, man. So it's
SoCal.
beautiful here. Like
okay.
Yeah, it's beautiful here all the time. I'm looking up the weather right now, man. I haven't even been outside yet.
California. Shout out to California.
73 degrees.
Shout out to California. How much longer do you think you're going to stay there, bro? Let me ask you this. If you weren't in the military, would you stay?
That's tough. I think
you have a bunch of family there.
You're probably going to, what's that?
Do you have a bunch of family there?
I don't. Yeah, I strictly came out here for the military. So we've been here since 2013. Okay. I've been getting orders. So I PCS, then no PCA, right. And then I switched over to the Air National Guard. So I'm actually officially part of the Air National Guard, California Air National Guard.
Yeah.
So as long as they keep me, I'm probably going to stick around. Once I decide to retire, I'm going to find somewhere that doesn't do state income.
For those of you who didn't know, Tradefly looks like he's 28. He's 54. Okay, so just want to throw that out there to everybody. No, actually, I was really surprised when you told me how old you were. I did think that you were a decent little bit younger than me, and that is not the case. I guess I just look old. That's okay. Army Piper in the house said, bro, I had over 100 days hold on a second. Hold on. 100 days of triple digits. I thought.
That's Texas.
Yeah, but damn. What part of Texas is he in? I thought he was like in like Dallas or something.
He's near El Paso. I think he's on the west side. It's hot AF, man. It's like desert out there.
Okay. Got it. Either of you guys going to the consensus? Either you guys going to consensus out in Texas? Speaking of Texas,
I'm not. My next move is going to be a Bitcoin 2024 in Nashville.
Hell yeah, I'll see you there.
Set that up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was
Alex,
thinking about going to that as well. It all depends on how the baby's doing, because we're due in September. We're going on a trip at the end of May, which is going to be awesome. We're hitting up the Rocky Mountains, which is going to be pretty sick. In-house kind of deal. But I would like to get down to Nashville, but that's really depending on where we're at. Like we're ready to go. It's only like a 12-hour drive from us, so it's doable.
Hold on a second. You're saying Nashville's only 12 hours from you?
Yeah, man.
So you're only 6 hours from me.
I'm Toronto, right? So for me, it's just straight south, man.
Okay. Got it. Nashville, also known as, when I was younger, in my younger days, Smashville. That's right. We used to go down there and definitely enjoy the scenery, the bars, and had some fun down there.
Now that's the hockey team's name, Smashville.
On that note, since you're familiar, what's any recommendations for where to stay? I'm looking at the JW right now.
Dude, it's tough. With crypto conferences, have you been to any conferences?
Nah, it's going to be my first, man. I'm kind of excited.
So I go to a lot of the conferences, and there's kind of like, you'll have people kind of in two camps. One camp will say, hey, where's the event? You either want to be in that, venue or really close to it so that you can just walk around. Some people say, no, I got to get the hell away from everybody, right? There will be a venue where effectively most people are going to stay. I generally like to stay close, but not in that same venue. I don't really have a real reason other than I kind of got in the groove of either doing an Airbnb or doing a hotel other than, I don't know. I like to be able to do my own thing. And I noticed when I would stay in the main, area, I'm just keeper. Like there was just never, you're always running into people, you know what I mean? Okay. And so I kind of like staying a little bit away, but
I don't think I'll have an issue with anybody saying, hey, Tradefly, why don't you come around? Dude, so I think I'll be all right.
You're on freaking Trading Wars, bro. All right. So you have arrived. Yeah. Crypto fam, smash the likes if you have not already. Tradefly is already in the positive, unless he just screwed that up already. I'm hoping not. Alex, are you in any trades, good sir?
I am in a trade. I'm in a TRB. My community challenged me to trade TRB.
TRB? What the hell's TRB?
You haven't heard of TRB?
No. What is TRB?
Oh man,
that thing popped. That thing popped.
I can share my screen if you want to take a look at the TRB.
Of course, I want to look at it. Yeah, because I literally do not know what it is.
Intro song on my channel. Don't look at me for the TRB. So it's like a long-term, 2-year-old joke, man. We used to be like, anybody new who came into the Discord, we would just be like, hey man, have you heard of TRB? Because it's absolute filth. It's like Chop City all the time, but it does do random shit like
what is it called?
It's Trellos, I believe.
It's called what? Trellos?
Yeah, I think so. Let me see.
I did not even know that you could trade this on
Teller.
On
it's Teller. Sorry.
Teller.
Yeah.
Okay.
But look, they call it the Mexican mafia coin. I don't know why, but you can see we had this FUD.
Sure you don't.
Right here. We had this FUD here, and this was like, look at this wick, man.
Is that a wick?
That's a wick, bro.
Oh my God. I thought you had a line drawn on the chart.
Oh geez,
it's an 825% wick.
Wick, yeah. There was some massive. I believe they pumped the coin and then they rugged everyone. It was actually this was after we were trading TRB in the bear market back here. So a lot of us are we should have bought this damn thing, man, and fuck sold the top, but. Right. Have you heard of TRB, right? And that's the question we always ask people, man. It's a degen coin, right? And it moves ridiculous.
Does it do anything?
Oh yeah, it moves. Look at this, man.
No, that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking utility wise. Is there something that they sell it as, or is it just it's a degen play?
So I think Teller. So
this is where you found a trader when you ask them about their token. When you ask them about their token and they're not so sure that you found a trader.
It's a decentralized Oracle protocol. Does that make sense?
Yeah, Oracle's that's going to be like Chainlink. Chainlink's an Oracle takes information off chain and puts it on chain. Okay,
right.
Got it. Cool.
So I'm in this horrible trade right now. Okay, I'm looking for it to come up to the top here of the value area, and we'll see how it goes. Right. If it pumps, we may win. If it dumps, we may lose. either way, I'm hanging out with two of my good friends, so I'm happy there.
I like it. I like it. I'm glad you guys are here. Hey, let me shout out my sponsors real quick. Shout out to CoinW for providing all of the liquidity for the show. They are not sponsoring the actual traders, but I myself here at CryptoWarz am sponsored by them. So shout out to CoinW. Also, there's like 40 grand worth of money that you guys can get your hands on. So sign up. And if you're here to watch Tradefly, sign up under Tradefly. If you're here to sign up, or if you're here to watch Alex O, sign up under Alex O. It's a way that you can support myself and the traders that are on the show, and you can win yourself some money and come on the show for next season. I am currently scheduling next season, and I want to tell everybody, I know most people are like, oh, I don't really care who's on, but don't lie. A lot of people do care who's on. I got some big names coming in on this next season too, so just be prepared. It's going to be a wild it's going to be a wild ride this next season. So thank you to CoinW. Also, shout out to Validity. If you are just sitting on your ETH and doing nothing with it, check out the Money Glitch. Check out Validity. I will tell you, it has been something that has really opened my eyes that I am really excited about with all the Ethereum that I hold. And then don't be stupid. As you're using indicators, use high IQ. Check out the opportunities that come along with the various indicators combined with your knowledge in TA. All right. So, Alex, are you getting beat up on that trade, or is it?
I'm like down a little bit, not much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Let me jump into the chat and say hi. Mark Dutch says, stay away from trading TRB. It's all nasty bots trading that crap. So, that's coming from Mr. Dutch himself.
We know. Like I said, we've been looking at this thing forever. So I mean, I'm well aware what I'm in for. It's make or break kind of deal. Got it. It was. I asked my community before I jumped on. I was just like, hey man, like give me something. Some challenge, right? It was between XRP and this. I was looking at XRP. I thought I had better odds with this, even though they're both pretty hard to trade.
Pretty trashy.
Yeah. Like,
dude, I hold so much XRP
here. Like, run, like just exit, like take the loss. I don't think people come on here. I know my community, they know how to do their own due diligence with trading, but don't be copy trading, man. It's learn the skill, learn the craft, practice good risk, and you can trade support and resistance with good risk and make money.
Yeah.
So
there's a couple exchanges that were really hammering on me hard. One in particular that wanted to do trading wars and wanted to incorporate copy trading. I said, listen, here's the deal. I don't even have to ask the traders. I'm not putting them in that position. I'm forcing them to trade, which is already a crap situation to be in. Right? We're doing this for fun, but also trying to see, hey, what do those skills look like when you are put in a crap situation, right? But they really wanted me to do this with copy trading. I said, listen, I know you guys make tons of money on copy trading, but I love my community. I know the people that are coming on love their communities more than to put them in that position. You don't want to be copy trading somebody on this live show. Just being clear with everybody. Do your trading, have your fun. Don't be copy trading on here, because it's probably not going to work out well when you get forced into a position to trade. Speaking of trading, I'm gonna do a little trading today, I think, as well, just for some fun.
Watch out!
I want to show my squiggles from earlier. I was really proud of myself from my squiggles here. Okay, so let me zoom out a little bit here. I am on the 15-minute here. I had pulled 2 volume profiles, one from yesterday and then one for the entire week, and then zoomed out a little bit and had a couple of my little trend lines. Right as I zoomed in, when I drew this, right, I had seen money flow going to the upside. There was a big move on. Whoop, I thought I had my marker. Had a nice big move right here on money flow when I drew my little squiggles, right? A couple 30 minutes earlier than that, had a green dot as well. And then the trusty prime oscillator told me, hey, your squiggle to the upside, it's going to come back down because the ribbon twist went from red to green, headed back down. Money flow on the high IQ oscillator and market cipher BU we're both turning back to the opposite side. So I'm gonna see what this looks like for me. I'm looking at some. Actually, I need to pull this off screen real quick. I am looking at 61K is an important number. Is this good information, gentlemen? That I'm seeing here.
Yep.
61K be an important area.
On Bitcoin, you're looking at 61K. Yeah. On Bitcoin, I'm looking at 59.9 to 61.
Okay.
59.9 is kind of like my if we do drop, it's the local golden pocket in the range. But yeah, I'm looking just below here. This to me looks like a little bit of a fake out right now, getting everybody a little Donald Trump hype train going on right now.
from
you know,
the news.
like all just want to be orange man, you know. So
how do we feel about that? I've heard some people talking about, you know, various things that could happen in the political space without going political with it. I just want to ask as a general idea.
Tradefly loves getting political.
What? I don't know. What are you talking about?
Is Donald Trump getting elected?
There for a second, so I missed part of it.
Oh no,
I
you
just said you love getting political about
I didn't miss
orange
that part.
man.
I heard that.
No, I want to know if you guys think that that Donald Trump getting elected will do one of two things. One, will it be bullish or bearish? So 2 questions. One, will it be bullish or bearish for crypto? I know what he just said yesterday. If for those of you that didn't hear it, he basically said that Joe Biden doesn't even know what crypto is, and if you like crypto, you should vote for him. Okay, cool. It's a talking point. So do you think it'll be bullish or bearish for crypto? And number 2, will it change the trajectory of the length of time for the bull run? Because I think there's a lot of information out there that would suggest that politics are going to play a big piece in this bull run. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think if Trump gets in, ultimately it's bullish, but it has a lot to do with kind of the seats in the House and all that stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, which way people are going to vote, how they're feeling about it. You know, the president is just kind of sometimes just a figurehead, and he doesn't have the full, he doesn't have the full power to execute stuff. So, and that's why we have kind of a balance of power. So we'll see how that plays out. But he's in crypto, like he is in the crypto world. My man owns ETH. Like he has NFTs.
That's true.
Like it's going to be bullish just from that perspective of people are going to be like, okay, like maybe we will get some positive regulation. But that's really what we're waiting for. We're waiting for those regulations to finally come to fruition that Coinbase and those people have been asking for a very long time at this point. Yeah. And, you know, once it does, I think adoption is trending definitely in the right direction. Because everyone knows what crypto is now at this point. It's just a matter of them really getting into the world and understanding how to acquire it. And, you know, Coinbase is that easy way. And Coinbase it's taking that market share from Binance too. So, yeah, man, I think we're just going to keep trending in the right direction. ETFs, that's made it official. And then once you can start making your 401k and, you know, things of that nature, funds that have an allocation to Bitcoin ETFs, it's gonna continue that trend, I think.
I agree. I'm definitely in. I think the adoption needs to change, right? I think the newer generation can, you know, they're starting to see, you know, there's all this, you know, TikTok stuff online and TikTok finance, and people are not blind to the fact that, you know, TikTok inflation is hurting them, right? Yeah. They're not blind to this, and they can see it. The thing is, they can see it, and we can. I can definitely see it in Canada with the price of things. It's insane, right? And we have our favorite guy, just inflation, that we call him. And I don't like getting political either, but you can see since COVID, since that, you know, the printers go brr, you know, we've seen a very big decline in that middle class, right? And I think for the middle class to have some hope, you know, I think Bitcoin is hope, and I think it is a real true lever to pull in a political party, right? Because you're gonna not only wake up, you know, the older class who's unaware of Bitcoin, but you're also going to cater to the younger class who's aware and is wondering if it's safe, right? Yeah. So I think there's plus both ways.
My concern, this is my probably only real concern, and I think it's valid, is that there's so many people that, you know, will just do and say anything against the orange man, right? No matter what, they don't have to have anything to back it up. They just hate him, right? My only concern is that there's a lot of people in power that also, they don't like him because he's anti-establishment, right? Like he ultimately pushes against and tries to buck what has been set up for the elites. That's what they don't like. He is an elite, but at least public facing, he bucks a lot of the system, right? And they don't like that. And so my only concern is that the kind of opposite idea here is that, okay, he gets elected. If you really want to be honest, the Fed has the ability, the Fed and obviously BlackRock and some of the other big institutions have the ability to push these markets wherever the hell they want them to go. So my only concern is, oh, orange man bad, look what happened to the markets after he got elected, right? I think overall, traditionally, it's been good for business, right? I mean, you look back to when he was in office, it was freaking fantastic, et cetera, et cetera. Again, not to go down a rabbit hole there. I'm just suggesting that there's so many games being played to make people look bad. Even if you look at the court case without getting into that, like there's a lot of stuff that's happening. He should be campaigning right now, and they're like making him, he's got gag order. He can't talk about anything. Everybody else can talk, but he can't talk. There's a lot happening there where people want to shut him up. So, God, I would love to see, I mean, obviously for my bags, right? But I would love to see, other than just the monetary, value that it's going to bring to myself and my family, I would love to see people genuinely get a grasp on what crypto can do for them and how decentralization, like for real, doesn't just have to be a buzzword. It does. We, the people, can, because value is just what people agree on, right? If you, I was talking about this the other day. If you took money to the Amazon, $100 bill in the middle of the Amazon, the people are living off the land, and you say, "Hey, I'll give you $100 for that meat," they're going to tell you to F off, right? They'd be just as good using it for fire kindling. It doesn't do anything for them, right? So if enough people in our economy right now say, "Hey, you know what? I want to operate on a system where we have the control," assuming that the CIA didn't create Bitcoin, whatever. If enough people said, "Hey, this is what we're going to do," we'd be in a really good position, in a really good stance. And so I'm just hoping that we can get to a place that's like that. I don't think we're going to get to a place where Bitcoin is the world reserve currency. I don't see that type of thing happening, because I don't think the government will ever let go of that power. But I do see the opportunity at hand to shift the narrative. I mean, let's look at it. Ohio State University. The Ohio State University. I would say proud graduate, but I definitely didn't graduate. Alum, we'll say alum, right? I got a degree in partying there. I was really good at that. The Ohio State University had the guy that came on the other day and talked about Bitcoin. What's the first thing the headline said? Talked about him being on ayahuasca. They had to pin in there right now. I don't know if he was actively on ayahuasca at the time but the speech was not, "Oh my gosh, Ohio State, commencement ceremony, whatever, talks about Bitcoin." It was, "Man on ayahuasca talks about Bitcoin," right? They just want to make it look so crazy. And then here's the sad part. Our school systems have been so screwed up from the things that are getting pushed out there that the people booed. I know you guys saw it. The people freaking booed, and we're cracking jokes and whatever. And it's like, wait a minute. We literally have a hard sound money that people cannot play with the way that the Fed does. And these students that have no education on finance, I don't care what they say, none whatsoever, even with a finance degree, they're not teaching this stuff, right? We're booing actively what could be, something to help save and help people create a future. So I hope that we can get there. I do. All right, let's check in on the trading. We're here to trade. Sorry, I got us off on a little ramble there. Where are we at? What are we doing? Tradefly, you want to, or if either of you aren't in a trade and you want to show me some TA on Bitcoin, ETH, anything else, I don't really care.
Let's see them charts, Tradefly.
What you got, Tradefly? What you got going on, bro?
I'm chilling right now. I'm putting the pressure on Alex, but okay. Let's go ahead. Let's want some TA. I can pull up some Bitcoin.
Yeah,
let's do that.
Let me know when you got it pulled.
Yeah, man. I'm working it right now.
Yeah, no worries. I didn't want to pull up your all your meme coins you were diving into there. Okay, not really.
I was looking at ton, man. I was doing that for you. I was gonna make a trade on that. I just thought it would be fun.
He's got his Heiken-Ashi candle strategy, man. Yeah, watch out.
I like it.
It's something I'm working on in the background. I don't know if it's ready for prime time, but little TA. So something I've been looking at, I talked about it on the show today. You had a falling wedge here that was printed by our Chart Prime Dynamics Pro. It actually draws it for you. So it's one of the reasons we love it. So there was a breakout, right? But they're actually getting a true retest right now, that area. And one of the things I talked about this morning was like, hey, there's an opportunity here for a little bit of a reversal. And the reason I thought about that is because you have this support range, and that kind of goes way back. If you look, you can see it was support multiple times in this area. And this support range actually goes way back left on the charts to like 2023. So I'm not going to pull that up right now, but that's the reason that's actually here. So looking at it right now, there's things that were kind of lining up. You get a reversal of trend indication. Yeah, oversold. You can see right now that the prime oscillator is starting to bend up and right, showing a little bit of strength coming out of that move. And then now we're up and we're testing the value area low. So that was kind of what I was looking for this morning, was a little bit of support here and a push up to the value area low, and then you have the moving averages on the top side. So this is kind of where I think the fun ends. You know, I don't know how it's going to play out for the rest of the day, but for me, looking at scalping intraday, I look for a little support here and then look for an exit somewhere where I think there's going to be resistance. So value area low with confluence with the moving averages is kind of the quick little in and out trade that you can look for. So I had a little bit of bullish momentum as soon as we started the show. So I just went ahead and took that long entry, and it was really based on, you know, overall where I think we were going to go today. So now I got to look for something new because that one's gone. I've already made that play. So
yeah, but I love, you know, one of the things that I see you guys doing, I'll pull your screen down here, brother. One of the things that I see you guys doing over on in Piper Academy is you guys do a lot of retest trades. I've noticed that, right? I've noticed that you do it. I've seen Army do it. Obviously, I've also seen OC Guy does. I mean, OC Guy almost
he lives by it.
He lives by doing some of the retests. So I've been looking at some of that more. The thing that, you know, where this show can kind of make it a little bit more difficult is you're looking for a very specific opportunity. And if it doesn't come during the show, it doesn't come during the show. The nice thing about it is outside of the show, I've been trying to pay attention when I'm sitting at my desk. I've been trying to kind of like highlight a few different areas like, hey, here would be a true retest of what I'm looking at here. And so I'm trying to do this because I used to trade. And again, you guys, I'm the rookie, right? I'm the rookie when it comes to trading. I've been trading, actively trading for a year, maybe not long, right? I've always been the hodl guy. But I like the meme coins. But one of the things that I was doing breakout trades. And man, I feel like it was literally maybe a 55-45, 60-40. Like I feel like I was damn near flipping a coin on some of the breakout trading. And I feel like from what I've seen, just paying attention, not even trading all of it, some of the retest action that you guys have been talking about seems to be a more profitable opportunity. You just need to be able to be patient. Am I right?
Yeah. So statistical probabilities, right? That's what I always kind of preach. I'm like, what can you do to statistically increase your chance of a win? So when you're doing breakouts, it's very important, I think, there is to usually use a risk to reward kind of ratio, because those ones can get weird real quick. For the retest, what I look for a lot of times is not just the retest, but confluence with some other things. Like for us, we love the dynamic reactor. We love the moving averages. We love tying all that stuff in. And then I always go down to the prime oscillator and RSI. And what I want to see there is a trend up and right. Like that is one of my big indications, because you're building momentum, right? Because it's taking in those.
You said on the prime oscillator?
Yeah, so the prime oscillator, that's a chart prime specific.
Yeah, so no, I use that. I was going to ask you, just don't mean to stop you, but can you pull up a chart real quick? Show me what that looks like, because I use the prime oscillator, but I use it for some very basic techniques. I feel like. Can you show me what that looks like? I'd like to see it.
Yeah, man. So one of the things that I like to look for is some kind of divergence right here, right? So see the price is coming down. You see the oscillator showing you divergence. That's what the green lines are.
Okay.
All right. So when I say tie things in, I'm like, okay, well, I have my support range. You see, I've already identified that.
Okay.
So for me, you see my alerts. Like I already have this stuff ready to go. So like you said,
but you plug those in. You plug those in manually, right?
Correct.
Okay.
I'm waiting for it to come to me. Like that's why I like doing swing trading. Once it gets here, then I get my alert. My phone pops up. It's like, hey, look at this, Dodo. I go look at it, and then I come down to the prime oscillator, and I'm like, oh, okay. We got some divergence. It's something I've kind of been waiting on. I want to see that up and right trend. Let's go ahead and take a flyer. Why not? I'll probably get a little bounce in this area off a support range. I'll put my stop loss underneath of it, right? You got the range, and then you have this area of support right here. So let's just go ahead and put a stop loss underneath of that, just in case it wicks down. So, and that's it. I'll play it up. And then when I play it up, I'm like, okay, there's a couple things you can do here. You can look for price action, and you can look for a 2 to 3% move, 5x leverage. That's about all I usually do if I'm just looking for a quick scalp trade. Or you look at something like the point of control. Like if you're going for something bigger, obviously, you're looking for a little bit more capital, not hardly any leverage, but you're looking for a bigger move. And you're like, okay, if it goes up to the point of control, we get a rejection there, I'm out. Like I do not care if it goes past the point of control. I'm cool. I am totally cool with taking this win coming from there to there. And then I sit on that. That's a 9.88% move. I'm good with that. And then I'm out. So then I just wait for the next setup. And so I'll reset these alarms and see what happens when it comes down. So like here, like you can see, let's say it comes down to this area again. Well, look at the prime oscillator. Look at the difference. It's all red. It's all red and it's coming down 45 degrees. I'm not taking that trade. Like I'd rather wait. Well, you could, but I usually don't, man. I would short more likely the point of control than I would something down here.
Gotcha.
So that's kind of how I like to play the game personally, but you know, to each their own.
There's so many different strategies, and even within using some of the you know, some of the indicators that, you know, I like the prime oscillator, I like the high EQ oscillator, I like market cipher. There's different things that I kind of pull from each one, and like kind of I see value in those. I need to understand the prime oscillators a little bit better for sure, because mine looks a little bit different, and maybe it's just the color. Like you just had the couple little green lines going up, you know, to when you were showing that divergence. Let me show you mine. Maybe you can tell me, just because we're talking trading.
Show me mine, I'll show you.
So yeah, so I know my colors are probably going to be different, but are they these lines here?
Yeah, it looks you might just have to check your settings just to see that everything is checked for bullish divergence.
Oh, in the
in the settings.
Where is
this? Right next to the hide. So it's the second logo. There you go, right there.
Okay, which one?
Let me see. Actually, matter of fact, I'm gonna
divergence is checked, but that's here we go. There's alert customization. There's all of these different alerts that you can put on.
Yeah, those are just alerts.
Okay.
Actually, what time frame are you on? That might be why it looks different. I'm on a 4 hour.
Oh, I definitely wasn't on a 4 hour. I can tell you that. Let's see here.
Okay, and then
I was on a 15-minute. Let me look at a 4 hour.
There you go. You're probably gonna see a difference there. There it is. So yeah.
Ah, okay. Now I can see it. Obviously, I could extend this a little bit. But
there you go.
There it is. Okay. All right, cool. So it was the time frame, nothing more than just the time frame difference. Okay.
Yeah, check the chat, man. He said OC will give you a free one-on-one. There you go.
Army Piper, shout out to Army Piper. Thank you very much for the super chat. Army, I had this scrolling across the screen earlier. I am 5xing any super chats today. So you just got your name on the wheel 10 times, brother. Thank you very much. OC, give me a free one-on-one. That sounds like a great idea. I should take him up on that. Let me put you on the wheel, Army. Oh no, he's good.
Yeah, that dude is wicked smart. He's like an engineer, but like he gets, we always say the Mexican spaghetti on the show, man. It's all over the place. But yeah, that dude is, I think he's one of the smartest cats in the space with a TA.
One of the things that I feel like, yeah,
100%.
No. Copy that. Copy. One of the things that I feel like I have struggled with in the past is is like with, for example, Magic Internet Money has come on the show a million times, right? He's so damn smart that sometimes he takes for granted, and I've told him this a million times, he takes for granted some of the terminologies and the ways and the speed at which he's going through stuff. And I've told him, I'm like, dude, do you know that even with the knowledge that I have in trading, which is going to be much more than just a person coming in, but much less than somebody like yourself, I can get lost in that pretty quickly. Like I really need you to kind of slow it down and make it easier to digest. I think sometimes there's so much packed in there that you have to kind of break apart. You've got to be willing to stop somebody. You've got to be willing to say, hey, wait a minute. What is that? Show me that. And I think sometimes people watch these shows, watch people trade. They hear you guys talk about things and they just kind of go with the flow. You're going to be so much more profitable. So if you understand the things that the different traders are talking about. So I guess I would challenge everybody that's watching. You guys want to be better traders, right? You guys want to sign up under your boy CryptoKeeper, Tradefly, or Alex O, whatever. You want to get trading, you want to make money, you want to come on the show, whatever the reason is that you want to trade, whatever your why is, I would challenge you to educate yourselves just like everything else in the space, right? I used to not ask questions when I first got in, and there was very simple ideas that I was missing the whole boat because I didn't want to ask the question.
I think too, like one of the biggest things is ask good questions too. I think like there's a lot of times, oh, why do you use that or why do you enter there? And that's very basic. I think as someone who teaches on their live streams and tries to help people, like I give away everything for free, and I'm a carpenter, man. So like I can give you the basic this thing is different than this thing, and that's a divergence to price. Like I can give you like the basic, put nail there, smack there. Like that's me to a T. But it's like when someone asks me a constructive question and I have to think about it and then I have to come back with a response, it typically makes me a better trader by being able to teach it, because it's not easy to teach something sometimes. I see it, but regurgitating it out for someone to understand is not necessarily always easy. So working together, I think, is what I always say, traders helping traders, right? That's what my community is based on, is that we're a cumulative group of people trading. We may trade different strategies, time frames, whatever, but like, I think across the board, those questions are so important, but it's also like, how can that apply to me? How can I add that to confluence in my strategy? Does that pertain to me and all that kind of stuff? And I think that's where the real growth started for me. Like my big trajectory, like I've been trading 2 years, right? 2 years. Right. Okay. And I've been able to go full-time since August, right? And that's only because not only am I in the charts all day long, but I'm regurgitating it to an audience and working together with them. So if I don't understand something, let's go to BTC pairs, right? And let's look at Bitcoin dominance in relation to total 3. Like, boom, I didn't know how to do that, but I can do that today because I've worked with people and walked through the steps alongside with a lot of people who do those due diligence within those markets, right? Those niches of the markets, right? Like ask me about the NASDAQ, how it trades so closely to Bitcoin. I've been looking into that lately, right? And I think you just develop layers and layers and layers. And that's the key with asking questions, man.
I think too often it's pride that stops it. Let's just be fair, right? Like people want to be on the same level as the person they're talking to or whatever, and their pride stops them from asking questions. And I'll just speak for myself. That was one of the things that I had to, okay, cool. You got a channel, you got people watching you, but you want to be able to provide value. And the best way that I can provide value in this circumstance, or for example, when Tradefly started talking about some of the divergences on the prime oscillator, I'm like, hey, hold up a second. Can you show me that? Because ultimately, like I knew if I have a better understanding of that, the next time I'm going over something, I can utilize that as a tool. And that's ultimately, I think, what we all want our communities to make money.
I don't know, man. There's power in saying I don't know. You can't know everything. That's impossible, right? I have found things that work for me, that have made me profitable, and I go back to those nonstop. But it's also like adding those layers, learning. Like I'm learning swing trading off of OC Guy right now. I'm not a swing trader. I can scalp all day long, right? But you take bits and pieces, right, and you add it to what's working for you, and then managing risk comes first, I think, in my opinion.
Guys, if you're not getting something out of this stream, what are you doing with your life? Smash the like. Make sure that you have on the bell notifications. Make sure you're following Tradefly. Make sure you're following Alex O, not just over here, but also on X. We all have our X platforms as well. Make sure to give us a follow. Pay attention. We will continue to try to give you the best information as possible. Also, thanks again, Army Piper, for I pulled this up a couple times. I'll pull it up one more time for another super chat. Said Alex O does a great job of teaching live, and somebody else, Mark Dutch, said Alex O does a great job of teaching life too. I do see your deep-seated thinking X posts.
Yeah,
right? I do. I like this.
I'm a spiritual man. Like I didn't grow up with God or any of that stuff in my life. But I found peace in it, and that's really changed my outlook on life. Because like, I don't know, I'm an Italian Catholic, man, and it's like find Jesus. Like it's like, and I was like, forget about it, right? And for me, I needed to find some sort of serenity, some sort of peace in my life. And I found it through, whatever you want to call it, a higher power. But through that, it transpires into life, and it works into trading too. Like if you can't manage yourself and stay calm in a situation, and you're trying to, overanalyze, analysis paralysis, worried about losing, not trusting your strategy, you won't succeed in any business, in my opinion, right? So I think it's vital to life and to trying to serve others. There's freedom in that. I think we're all here. Like I'm talking to a damn box in the screen with two guys in the States, right? And we all are coming together here trying to help others, right? And through that, I feel good at the end of it. I will leave this show and I will go and put on another show, but at the end of it, I feel good helping people, right? And I get a lot out of it. So it's win-win.
I'm with it, dude. We all want to see other people. The one of the cool things, and thank you very much, Biomex. Biomex just said, thank you, Keeper. I don't think I ask enough questions. I'm in the same boat, probably behind you, Nico. Thank you for asking these questions, these great traders. Shout out to you, Biomex. Biomex, you just got on the wheel 25 times as well, brother. So I'm putting you on there right now. I think that one of the great things about Web3 that I have seen versus maybe some other some other, I don't know, ecosystems, if you will, is that people genuinely, the majority of them, right now, there's exceptions to every rule, but I think as a whole, from all the people that I've met in the Web3 space, there's a lot of just crazy different people that would never cross paths if for any other reason than crypto.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the things that I've noticed is how much people genuinely want to help others succeed, and I love it. I mean, I do love that about the community for sure.
Absolutely.
All right, how's the trading looking, gents?
It's still ugly, man. I shouldn't have even traded this coin. It's going sideways.
You said it's going sideways, chopping up.
Oh yeah, it's just doing nothing.
Is that the only trade that you're in?
Yeah,
Well, guess what time it is, boys?
Let's do it.
It is the midway point. We about to do some shitcoin wheel spinning.
I like it.
Shout out real quick to my sponsors. First of all, CoinW. Thank you, as always, for providing the liquidity to the traders to be able to trade. They have been fantastic. And get yourself signed up. Get under myself, Tradefly, Alex O. Get under somebody. Do some trading. Come on the show next season. Also, shout out to Validity. Validity, what are you doing with your life if you're just letting your ETH sit? Use the money glitch. Check out Validity and then High IQ. Guys, there's a bunch of different ways that you can look at charts, but indicators are a great opportunity, so don't be stupid. Use High IQ. Let me pull up the wheel. Let me pull up the wheel, boys. Let's get it. Here we go. All right. Who wants to go first?
I'll take it.
All right.
Lead from the front, baby. Let's go.
Lead from the front. $2,000 trade in rats. Rats.
Oh boy.
Trading, okay.
Let's go.
All right. We got Tradefly trading a 2K trade on rats. And
give me Floki.
Alex O is going with a 2K trade on Floki. All right. They've got 15 minutes. If this is your first time watching the show, they got 15 minutes to get in and out of the trade profitably. That is the goal. When it's a greater group of people, we hand out, the ability to pin a couple percent on somebody else, whatnot. We're not doing that on the 1v1s. So good luck, gentlemen, on your trades. I'm interested to see how this goes. It's tough because here's what I've noticed. Because of my experience in trading. Did you say you're in and out? Did you say you're in and out?
No, not out. I'm in. I'm in.
Oh, okay.
No.
I think that it's tough because one thing I've noticed, like Solana, for example, for me, has chopped me up when I've tried to trade it, right? There's people that trade Solana really well. It's chopped me up. That being said, Bitcoin, that's what I've been comfortable trading. That's what I feel like I have been able to watch and actively, I don't want to say, basically, I understand how Bitcoin moves better than any other asset, so that's what I'm trading. And so when we get trades like rats, sats, SHIB, Floki, Pepe, if it's not something that you normally trade and it's something that's pretty volatile, it's tough. It's really tough.
Look at the chart, man.
All right, hold on.
Look at the chart on rats.
I don't even know if I want to look.
Oh, I see a green candle, baby. I see a green candle, baby. I don't know where you got.
Hold up. Let me pull it up here so you can really feel the chart. This is crazy.
What the hell? Oh, is there big gaps in time periods?
It's nutty, and it's down 13% on the day.
Dude, listen, this is what CryptoFace did to everybody. I'm just saying.
It's the gaps, man.
This is the gaps. I don't know if you saw that, Trade Flyer. If you know, I'm not gonna make it this unfair here, but I will tell you, there's an opportunity in those gaps.
Yeah, it's trying to fill the gaps.
There's an opportunity in those gaps. Alex, how's Floki looking?
I'm up 5 cents.
Oh, I thought you said 5%. I was like, damn, homie, exit.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, CryptoFace chopped everybody up last season using effectively filling those gaps for sure, which I thought was a very interesting way to do things. So, Crypto fam, if you have not smash the like, do that. It's literally free. And if you're in mobile, I know people get confused and they're like, wait a minute, I don't see it. You just got to X out of the live chat, push the like, and come right back into the chat. So That's how you
How
do it.
degen can I go on this? Like, can I
You
keep
go as hard
adding
as
to
you
it?
want. Yeah, you can go as hard as you want. I just gave you the minimum. I just gave you the minimum.
I just want to go like ultimate degen.
I just gave you
my
the
TRB trade
minimum.
is like so bad right now.
Oh, it's hurting you.
Oh,
It's hurting you. Well, I mean, you can always exit any trade that you want.
Oh.
Looking over crypto bubbles, Toncoin up 7.2%. Glad to see that nice big green bubble. Looks like Arweave, AIOZ, Hex. Get out of here. I am not a Hex again, that's for sure. Render, Rune, AKT. Is that a
cash?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Pepe up 4.9%. Floki's on there up 3.6%. So that's a little peek at the crypto bubbles. You guys ever look at that? I like to look at it for just a quick peek at kind of an overall, sentiment on how things are looking in the morning, especially just kind of seeing where things are at.
Yeah, we pull it up every morning on our show.
Yeah.
It's definitely nice because you can see what's volatile for the day.
Okay, you use it as a volatility indicator. Okay.
Something that's bucking the trend, right? I made a couple calls on that. So you'll see things might be consolidating, but you have something that's outperforming like near last week.
Let's see here. Okay, so how would you look at this then, for example? You see the really big AIOZ.
Render looks stronger than everything else right now. So I would say, okay, let's go to the charts. Okay. And let's look at what I'm seeing on the charts and to see if this lines up. Like if it gets towards a major area of resistance, then you might back off a little bit. But if it's just bucking the trend, like that might be an opportunity, especially if it's having a breakout or if it's gonna, retest a significant area, that could be an opportunity as well. So it's one of those cues to be like, hey, go look at this on the charts because there's so many coins, projects, whatever, that it's like you can't keep track of it all. So it's just a way to have something that, gets your attention for me personally.
I like it because it's easily digestible. Like instead of scrolling down, but this is up, this is up, this is down a little, this is up, this is down. It's a real, whoever thought of this, I think it's a genius idea. Yeah. Yes, it's very visually and it's easy, just digestible. Okay, this one's up, this one's up, this one's up. Oh, this is up a bunch. Wonder what's going on there. I've used it for news catalysts as well. I know a lot of people in trading say, oh, the news doesn't matter. I don't care what anybody says. It definitely does matter. There might be more value depending on what you're doing in not paying attention to the news, but it does matter. If something's up 30% and the rest of the market's like pretty flat, there's a pretty good chance that something is going on. Not always, but that is a pretty good indicator. I actually have, gentlemen, a little shameless shill here. I do own this. I own a decent little chunk of this. I'm throwing it out there. It is not yet released. Okay. And you're going to say, how do you own it if it's not released? Well, it's actually a re-release of something that I was trading in before. And let me see where. Hold on, I'll tell you guys in just a second. I don't think the drop was supposed to be. It was supposed to be. Oh, wrong one. Let me look. Give me 1 second. It was supposed to be yesterday, the day before. It's been pushed a couple times, but here it is. Boost. Let me pull this up right quick. I want to get your guys' thoughts on this because I think it's a really interesting idea. 1 second. Here it is. Boost swap. Here it is. Okay, let me show you guys this. So this is about to go live again. It's called Boost Swap, right? And effectively, it's a multi-chain spot margin trading swap that you can boost your buys by 2 to 10x. So think about jumping on Uniswap, right, and effectively adding leverage to your swap. That's what's happening. I've not seen it anywhere else, right? Obviously, there's going to be risk involved in it, whatever. But think about you've got something that you have got faith in. You're like, man, this is going to make a run, but I don't want to put up quite as much capital on the front end. And you can effectively go in and toss leverage on your swap. Maybe you don't want to get rid of as much USDT. Maybe you don't want to get rid of as much ETH or Bitcoin or whatever it is that you're using. It allows you to boost that. Now, obviously, there's going to be risk involved with that, fees, et cetera, et cetera. But I think it's a really cool, just different thing. Some people are coming out with so many cool ideas, and I really like this one. I think it's going to do really well. I think it's going to do really
interesting concept.
Yeah. Definitely something different. I've not seen anybody else do it. You guys haven't seen that, have you?
Nope.
No.
How are you doing on this meme coin?
Yeah, how are we doing?
I took a chance, man. So we'll see. Right now, I'm down 1.37%.
Okay.
I'm down 3% right now.
Okay. Somebody asked who's winning. They don't have to, but a couple times during the show, I'll make them tell. They don't have to right now, but I think the Tradefly is winning right now.
Tradefly is definitely winning.
I believe the Tradefly is winning right now. He took a positive trade right off the rip for about a $30 win, like right off the bat.
If TRB pumps, he's lost, but other than that, he's won. That's it.
Hold on a second.
That's literally it.
Not true.
I'm like all in on TRB.
That is. Oh, did you put a huge position on there?
Oh yeah, I'm all in, man.
Oh yeah,
I'm all in.
Oh boy! All right. Well, hey, the community challenged you, right?
They did.
So, yeah.
The guys, yeah, the girls, whatever. The Otter Gang, man. The Otter Gang's always out there.
Verified trader, shout out to you. We appreciate.
That's why we say don't trade the TRB, man. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I literally never even. I think I've heard of Teller prior, but I never would have been able to tell you the ticker. I know a lot of the tickers. I would not have been able to tell you that one for sure.
Yeah, I only heard of it through him, and then every time.
Where did it come from, Alex? Like what? Where did it start?
Discord, man. There's this guy named Anonymous. Okay, and he used to always just pop up and be like, anybody who was new, be like, "Hey, I'm new here." He'd be like, "Have you heard of TRB?"
So I picked up on it really quick when I first met Alex, and I was like, "Where is this coming from?" But then, like, I commented every time I came into his live streams. I was like, "Hey, have you heard of TRB?" Like, I was just like, I just became. But I had no idea what I was talking about. I could tell he laughed every time I said it.
That's just it, man. You gotta have fun, man. You gotta have fun.
L. Jones,
you don't want to new people, but you know.
Yeah, no, that's funny. Sometimes things just become a thing. L. Jones says he's down 97% on MAGA 2. How long till I'm rich? Well, I mean, you know, sometimes listen, I'm going to tell you though, holding these, and I'm going to talk from experience here. I'm not giving financial advice. I'm just telling you, if you're playing around in the meme coin space and you like to play around in the political meme coin space, I'm telling you, for me, it's either dust on Earth, meaning nothing, or it's dust on the moon, baby. Because ultimately what I'm getting at is I have seen, and actually one has happened in the last couple of days, I had seen something go down to literally nothing, and it's up like 890% now after being weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks of just literally filtering down to mere dust. And then bing. So hey, it doesn't mean it's over yet. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I like that.
It's over. So
yeah, I won't say it went down to dust, but I got into SHIB really early.
Yeah.
And if you go back and look at the charts a long time ago, that thing just flatlined. And I was like, well, whatever, moved on, just left it. I didn't put all that much in it. And then that thing popped. It started making a big move. And I was like, yeah, let me put a little bit more into this. Let's see what happens. I ended up making 19K over 24 hours.
Yeah, boy.
Over 24 hours.
Yeah, boy.
I went in heavy. There was
were you going in on leverage too, or this was just a trade? Or I mean, was this long term, or was this leverage?
It was just a trade. I used to be a little crazy with how much capital I was slinging. So a little bit.
Slinging it.
Yeah, and then I took some profits. I actually reallocated a lot of my portfolio to real estate. So I own a couple properties now.
Okay. Are out in the area where you are, or somebody else managing?
Completely sight unseen, man. They're in Wisconsin. Don't even know what they look like. I know through pictures.
You're like, I know the mailbox money shows up. That's what I like.
Does. It does. It's not bad.
I'm telling you, mailbox money. That's what it's all about. Army Piper's all up into some coochie. Actually, I want to throw out there. Well, speaking of meme coins, while we're finishing up, the trade is up. You're about to have to exit that trade, by the way, gentlemen. And I started it late, so we've got 2 minutes. The meme coin coochie that is my good friend Crypto Blood. That is one of his projects is up actually on is up a decent little bit for me. That's an example. The past few days down. I was like, well, I'm holding it because it's my boy, and it popped. At least last I checked. Let me jump in. Coochie is up 31.43%. And listen, let me tell you a little secret, y'all. People love cats. Okay, so the cat coins have served me well. All right. I know it seems silly. There's one of them that I'm holding El Gato, which is like the little orange hat, and he's got the little sword and the little the Three Musketeers like little hat or whatever. And he's the cute. Have you seen this one? Have you seen this meme? It's the cutest little kitten ever, and he's holding a sword and got on like a literally like a Three Musketeers hat. And for whatever reason, people love some cute little kittens. I'm actually not a cat fan, but in the meme coin space, All right, gents, it is that time. You have 1 minute left. How are we doing?
I'm getting wrecked on that.
I'm
Both
down
of you
5%.
5%. How much are you down, Tradefly?
I gotta close it out. We gotta close it out right now.
In the next 30 seconds.
All right, I'll wait.
He said, "I'll wait." Is either going to get worse or better. We'll find out.
Yeah,
we will find out.
Worse.
Oh boy, maybe I should have got out before.
Yeah, it's all right.
Hey, hold on a second. I would do this. Do you guys fancy letting everyone know your biggest overall losses from the last bull run? I'm down 119K out of 120K. Oh boy. Okay, L Jones, I love you. I appreciate you for being here, and that sucks. I'm really sorry to hear that. I don't know how, not being funny, I don't know how you're down 119K out of 120K. Let me finish out the meme coin thing, and I'll come right back to this. All right, Tradefly, what'd you end up?
I got to refresh here.
We got about 30 minutes left in the stream. Tell me where you're at. I know where you started. You started at 1,010. You've exited the trade.
Yep.
Where are you at?
$1,018. That one hurt.
So you're still profitable. Okay. Alex O.
Oh man, I'm at like 800.
Oh boy.
798. Okay. But with this trade right now, I'm only down. I've closed it out. I only lost 2%.
Okay. All right. Not terrible. Not terrible at all. All right, gents.
So full degen on
well, you're going to do something
back now. Okay.
Well,
I got
you're down. Yeah. I mean, he's in the positive, and you're down $104 on the day, which on 1/9, you're down about 12,
that's all right.
11%. You're down about 11% today. Okay. Last bull run. Were both of you around? Were both of you around for last bull run or no?
No.
Okay. Tradefly, were you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was around.
Did you take a beating on something that you look back on and you're like, damn?
I took a beating on Solana, if I remember correctly. Trying to think what I lost.
I have a good story about Solana from last run. Army Piper, thank you very much. I'll give L Jones your spots, brother. Thank you very much for the super chat, brother. I will do that for L Jones. It's really nice of you, brother.
Damn.
Go ahead.
Giver's gain, baby. Giver's gain.
I like it.
Yeah, 16K in one day, if I remember correctly. That's Coinbase went down. I wasn't able to get out of a position, and then that one hurt me pretty bad. So I had a lot of hatred for Coinbase for a long time. So that's why I only use them pretty much as an on ramp, off ramp at this point. So
I always just use Coinbase as an on ramp. That's just what I use exchanges for. Period. I just can't wrap my mind around. I did that for you, Army, by the way. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, brother. L Jones got a lot of spots on the wheel. And L Jones, if you don't know, you just got 50 extra spots on the wheel on top of the ones that Army had from earlier. I have a show called Flip or Hodl where we play a game just like Deal or No Deal. And there's $5,000 up for grab.
I'm all in, Tradefly. Watch out.
Uh-oh. He's all in.
Well, if it gets weird,
the moon.
I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna relax. But if it gets weird, I'm just gonna inverse your trade, bro. I'll make it super weird at the end. So what are you in right now? You're in TRB. You in a long or short? I will go opposite that thing if we get weird at the end.
I'm in a long on TRB.
You're in a long. All right, sweet.
Mark Dutch gifting some memberships. Mark Dutch, I got you. Thank you very much, Mark. Putting you down. That's 5x on the today as well. So I will tell you two stories. You mentioned Solana from last run. I just have this is a somebody else story, but I have told this a couple different times. One of my buddies had his down payment for a home sitting in Solana, and he came to me and asked me. He was getting ready to buy a house, and he came to me and asked me. He said, "Hey, I don't remember the exact numbers, but effectively, I think if I remember right." It was around actually the number that it's at right now. And people were talking about Solana going to $400, $500, like some big numbers, right? And he asked me, like, what do you think? And I was like, dude, like, honestly, I don't think it's a smart idea to have your down payment of your home in a volatile asset like crypto. Like, I just don't, right? I don't think it's going to $500 either, or whatever the numbers were. I forget what they were, but we were a long way away from there. And he insisted on continuing to hold it. Well, it wasn't too long after that the markets absolutely dumped, and he just got. I mean, I know he was still able to buy the house, but it absolutely crushed him on that. So L Jones, I can I've heard people have some big things like that happen. I will tell you mine was actually on a meme coin, and I will say now I've taken big losses before, right? I've taken multiple thousands of dollars of losses on various stuff, but actually my biggest probably at once was not actually a loss. It was the fact that I sat down up 20 something ETH overnight, or maybe it was 2 days. I was up 20 something ETH, sat down at the computer in the morning at 5:45 and said, I'm taking profit, right? I sit down, start to click. I'm looking at the market cap, and I had this idea that this thing was going to a lot higher number than that. And I said, 25 ETH going to a lot. Oh man. And I got greedy. And I only took out my initials, which was 1 ETH, I think is what it was. Took out my initials. I'll be damned if the next morning it wasn't down to 1.5 or 2 ETH. I lost effectively 23 to 25 ETH overnight. And all I had to do was just not be a goon and greedy. Everybody listen, greed will kill you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what I was being. I was being greedy, and I had to learn that lesson the hard way. I don't focus on it, but like the reality is I look back and I'm like, oh my gosh, like right now, ETH at 3K, 75 grand. I just like could have just,
yeah,
gross.
And that's, I mean, having an exit strategy, especially if you hodl, right? You really can't just hold forever. Like, and you know, we talked about it on our show. Me and Crux had a pretty deep conversation about exit strategies, and he was like, "Well, where would you get at?" Because he knows I don't really hodl. He's like, "But you know, theoretically, where would you get at?" And I was like, "All-time high." I was like, "If it gets up to 69K again, I'm like, I'd be out. I would just walk away, happy, relax." And he was like, "Well, what if you miss that run up? You know, the continuation of the bull run?" I was like, "You're going to see that though. You can always get back in. You can sit on the side." You can have that profit just kind of waiting in dry powder. But what you're likely to see is a retest of the all-time high. And if you don't get that retest with continuation of the upside, like that, you know, for me, it was like, all right, well then I'm gonna keep just kind of chilling, you know. And you know, we were live on the show when we actually hit all-time high, or at least we hit 69K again. So we're live, we're all excited, we're dancing, and I'm just like, are we shorting here? Like, because you know there's going to be a pullback.
Right.
Like it's got, people are taking profits at the all-time high. That's psychological impacts the market. Like that is something that I'm really big on. Psychological numbers, 200, 400, 1,000. You know, when you start hitting those big numbers, you know, people already have their exit strategy for those numbers, right? So I shorted live on the show, and I was like, I had a nice little hit because I knew there was going to be a little pullback. So, but yeah, man, having an exit strategy is big. You know, having a plan, and
you have to
You learn though.
You have to. You ultimately, if you don't have that exit strategy, you can't listen. And I've told people this before. You cannot react fast enough when it does. When it really happens. I've been in crypto for 7 years now. When it happens, and it's so quick. And the reality is, so let's assume you even were sitting at your computer, right? As it happens, right? This little thing will creep into your brain. It'll be a huge move. It'll make you sick to your stomach. You're like, oh my gosh, but it's going to come back. It's going to come back. And it literally continues. And then let's just say you don't even do that. You try to jump onto the exchange and you're hustling. Let's just say you've only got 5 things that you need to sell. Think about the amount of time, unless you're using a trading bot, which most people aren't holding long-term holds on some trading bot, right? Now you've got to get out of 5 different positions on exchanges that are absolutely bogged down with traffic. Yes. I've not been able to exit positions before and missed tens of thousands of dollars that I would have actively taken in profit because the exchanges you could not get through because the traffic was so high. So what Tradefly is talking about is wisdom to the nth degree. Have a game plan, and then I think this is one more thing. Have an accountability partner. Because let me tell you, when I sat down at that computer that morning and did what I did, where I took my initial, instead of taking, even if I would have taken 10, 15, 20 of the 25 ETH or whatever the number was off the table, if I would have been on the phone with somebody, right, AJ Writes Crypto told me, he's like, bro, moving forward, we have any big stuff like that, you call me, let's talk about it, because I would have not got off the phone without making you take profit, right? And it does help to have somebody else to say, hey, listen, this is what you agreed to. There was a reason for it. You're happy with the gains. Make the freaking move, right? I think that's important too.
You ever seen that dude, what is it, Dogecoin millionaire?
Oh, dude, yeah.
Bro, he had the biggest like influencers in the financial space make a video dedicated to talking this man into taking $3 million. And he didn't do it.
He didn't do it. I know. I think he still holds it today.
He does. He's actually a millionaire again.
I think he probably is at this point. Yeah.
He is not a multimillionaire.
Well, no, hold on. He's a millionaire in fictional crypto paper land, because the reality is, right, unless he actually took it, the reality is, right, like I've seen my portfolio at 5 figures, 6 figures, 7 figures, back down to 6, back down to 5. I mean, I literally have seen my portfolio freaking all over the place. You know what I mean? So just
that is true.
Be aware. L Jones, accountability partner, right here. You watch the show every day. You let me know any craziness that you got going on in your portfolio. I'll talk some sense into you, or at least I'll try to. I can only do so much. I can't execute the move for you. All right,
someone buy a lot of TRB, please.
So I was about to ask.
I'm looking at it right now, man.
How are things looking? Show me the chart. Show me the chart. Or I can pull it up either way. Do you want to show your chart? Or you want me to show?
I don't care. I'll show my chart. I'm all about showing the charts, man.
Dude, I got so caught up in all of the great discussions that we had today, I never even took a single trade. Okay, let me see what you got, Alex.
This is what I've been dealing with all day, guys.
Chop.
This is where my
chop
entry
wick.
is. This is where I'm here.
Chop wick.
I could have taken like $40 profit up here. I was like, come on, you got to get up at least within this range up here. No, TRB, don't look at me. Let's go. I'm going to start blowing on it. Get up there. Get going. We get up to here. I'll take profits. And then I'll have to apologize to my friend for degenning them.
Chop wick.
I think I just need one of these. I have a take profit up here. So if we get there, you know what I mean? If we get up here by the end of the show, it might be a wrap. You know what I mean?
We don't even need a God candle. We just need a scam wick.
Just a little scam wick, a little bit of.
That's right.
I might go on my other account for a second. Hold on.
Create it.
You won't play that game. I'll just match your trade, dude. This game's over. I could walk away right now.
Oh, man.
Drop the mic and walk out.
That's why it's good to have friends, man.
I actually told Piper to do that one time. He was I think he was a 1v1. And I was like, dude, I said, you can't lose if you match the trade. I was like, you're in profit.
Oh, who was he?
You went up against Face, I think.
I can't.
Face?
I think he did have a 1v1 with Face, but I was like, they were on the hot
seat.
He got
one catted like me.
Oh, yeah. Everybody got one catted. That's right. That's right. Everybody got one catted. That's right.
But, yeah, I was hitting him up on Discord. I was like, match the trade. Match it. Just match it. I was like, can't lose. He didn't get to it in time, though. So.
Yeah. All right, let's see here. Bitcoin's sitting at 62,150. It has done absolutely nothing during the stream today. I can tell you that.
It's been boring.
It has done nothing. Yeah, Army said it was Face. It was Face.
There you go.
It was definitely Face. Hey, Crypto Fam. Also, just a reminder, a couple things. One, I am bringing on some people from the audience for next season. Right, you guys will be trading on Tuesdays. So ultimately, the leading trader that are actually in trading underneath somebody, right? If you're trading underneath Tradefly and you're the top trader, you're coming on the show. If you're trading under Alex O, you're the top trader, you're coming on the show, right? You're trading under me, you're coming on the show, right? I'm bringing those top traders in on Tuesdays. Monday's going to be the influencers. Tuesdays is going to be the people in the audience. Thursdays is going to be a 1v1 of audience versus influencer. I think it's going to be fire. I think people are going to like it. I think it's going to be fun. And then at the end, there'll be somebody that comes through from the audience influencer 1v1s, and then there will be somebody that comes from the audience and somebody that comes through the influencer. So
that's cool, man.
It'll be fun.
I like that.
I think it will be
super cool.
Definitely be fun. Yeah. L Jones wants to know who the F is not hitting the likes. I want to know the same question. Or I want the same, I want the same information. Make sure to smash those likes so that the channel can rocket. All right. So we have 13 minutes left. Let me.
TRB's looking bad.
It's not looking good.
Yeah, I just took a short on Bitcoin. Super small position.
Okay. All right. Let me look at it.
Pump Bitcoin, pump.
Pump hard. Scam wick to the downside.
Oh man. Yeah, it's not looking good for me, boys.
Hey, what's the fast key on TradingView to just delete something you just did? Is it Command Z or
Command Z?
It is Command Z. Okay.
Yeah. If you're on a Mac.
Yeah, I am. Yes, I am the Mac. Oh, that's not what you said. Okay, got it. Sorry.
Return of the Mac. There you go.
62, 123. I was kind of checking out Bitcoin to see what was going on. While we are waiting these next few minutes to see what happens, I'm going to shamelessly shill my X platform. Guys, if you aren't following me on X, please do that. CryptoWarz OG. I am trying to get better about posting a lot more on there. It's a tough racket over there on X. You want to know my problem with X is that I like to post stuff that's like actively really happen, like hey, we're going live. This is going to be a great match. Like just stuff that's actively happening. Dude, you almost have to engagement farm on there, it feels like. And I just it's just
don't have it in you.
Man. It's just not me. I mean, I don't know. It's just when I look at X, yes, some of it's for entertainment, but for me, for the most part, I'm looking at X because I want some good information on what's happening, right? I want to get in the know quickly, rush through, see what's going on with you personally. It's kind of fun, just like scrolling through Facebook once in a while, seeing what your friends are doing, whatever. That's fine, but the actual engagement farming is just not my thing. Oh, hold on a second. Caffeinated Crypto gifting 5 CryptoWarz memberships. Caffeinated Crypto. Caffeinated Crypto is trying to take over the wheel this time. I'll tell you that right now. His name is on here a lot. Caffeinated Crypto. All I had to do was type CA and Caffeinated Crypto came up. Oh boy, that means Bitcoin's moving in the opposite direction.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
It's I took it short. It's looking good.
Okay. You said oh boy, as in there was a problem. We got 44 people in the house. Thank you all for being here. Again, if you guys aren't following Tradefly and Alex O, make sure to do that. Gentlemen, live streams. Tell me what time your live streams are again. I can never keep track of everybody's times.
Oh, good. Yeah, we do ours at 09:30 Eastern every weekday on Piper Academy.
Piper Academy. And then Alex, what time? Alex, are you trading? Are you on twice a day? I feel like I saw something for the morning and the afternoon.
I do a morning update video around 7.
Maybe that's
and then I go live at 3, man. Live at 3.
Okay.
This dude is nonstop.
3 p.m.
Yeah. Go.
Got it. Either of you guys do TikTok?
Nah, I'm not allowed to have TikTok.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
I don't know. No, I don't tick with the talk, man.
Didn't even think about that.
I just think it's brain poison.
I don't disagree. I try to make sure I say that as I have a decent, pretty big following. Well, I don't know. I've got like 128,000 on TikTok or something. But I say that I like to post on there, but I feel like I like to post fun stuff, good stuff, educational stuff, a combination, whatever. Okay, cool. But I do try to make myself not scroll. It is a black hole. It's addicting, dude. It really is. You start scrolling and all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute, why don't I have time to get this done today? Oh, because you were scrolling TikTok for an hour and 30 minutes sipping on coffee this morning, jackass.
That's the one. I closed that TRB trade. Big loss. All right. Well, let's talk about what you're going to do. L Jones, they're not points. You literally, just to make it simple, I've got a show on Fridays when I have a sponsor. I don't have one for this Friday yet. I think I have one for next Friday. It's a game just like Deal or No Deal. Somebody comes on and plays. I spin a wheel. Whatever the person wins as part of that game goes to whoever has their name on the wheel. But you got to be here for it. So make sure to show up every day, but make sure to show up on Fridays because your name is all over that wheel now. You got a bunch of opportunities. And it's $5,000 next time we play. All right, let's talk about it. We have 9 minutes left. Tradefly, Alex O. Yeah,
Tradefly, you're at what? What are you at right now? You looking good, bad, indifferent?
He's great.
I'm at $1,018.
Okay, so you're still at 1,018. So he's up
I'm down
$8
like
on the day.
600 or something like that.
Oh,
yeah.
You took a hit like that.
Yeah, man.
Well, then you better degen the whole bag because you got no chance of winning.
Yeah,
exactly what I did.
You better degen the whole bag with some high leverage.
Yeah.
What did you do it on?
I went on TRB, maximum leverage, all that good stuff.
Well, hold on a second. You revenge traded yourself?
Oh no. I just full on just kept adding to the TRB.
You're saying the TRB trade, what was that?
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, how much do you have left in your bag?
Oh, I got 585, bro.
Well, you better take that 585 in the next 8 minutes and do another degen play. So chat, what does Alex O need to degen in if he thinks he's sticking around? That's what I want to know. He's got 7 or 8 minutes to turn 580 something into effectively. You need to go over $1,000 is what you need to do. Well, no, you don't. You need to go over. You need about what'd you say? You're at 580 something? You need about $350.
Okay.
So you got to get a big win pretty quickly, but $350 would put you above Tradefly. Just letting you.
All right, look at the crypto bubbles.
Just kind of. And drum roll, please. Crypto bubbles are telling us you should be trading. Drum roll, please. Akash, maybe. No, actually, I digress. You need to find the most volatile shit.
ABT is down 2%.
This stuff is
5 minutes.
This show is so fun, man. Like, you know me. I've been like very focused, like risk management, make my $20, hang out with you guys.
Yeah.
And like, honestly, life is crazy busy right now. And it's like always a pleasure to be on show like this, like with friends. And like this truly is a privilege. And I don't take it for granted, right? I don't take it for granted. And we do like to show other people, traders, you know, and how we succeed. But sometimes you guys, this is entertainment and we do have fun. Look at AJ. Like AJ comes on, get rich or get wrecked, right? I think there's like those examples too, but he does have a good risk management strategy, right? So I mean, yeah, that thing works for him as well, right? So I think, you know,
Crypto Independent is insisting that you need to short whiff like pronto. I mean, he is killing it in the chat. Whiff, short, hurry, short, whiff.
Oh man. I could take a whiff short. I don't mind.
I mean, at this point, you know, it's going to be your only
under
shot.
Wraps, you know.
This could be a wild clip to have a turnaround like that. So, you know, just throwing. You might want to copy trade this Tradefly. I'm just throwing out there some ideas here. You might want to copy trade whatever Alex just did. No, actually, don't do that because it's going to probably crush you for the
that would
unless he you know,
it would lock it in for me. Like, that's no fun. That's no fun.
No.
I'll just sit here, put my thumb up my bum, and let Alex work until it gets weird. So, like, if it's
hit and spin.
If we're like, I'll do a full circle on the chair here. But if we get 5 minutes and you're getting close, bro, I'm definitely gonna trade against you.
Turn up the heat, Alex. You don't have to tell us what it is, but let us know what's it looking like.
I'm up $500,000.
Yes. He's gonna set me up. He's gonna make me like go short, like just for the whole bag.
Good news. CoinW will not be paying you out $500,000 on the account. I just give you a heads up.
It's okay as long as you get it or someone gets it. Oh man, too good. No, it's I've waved my white flag. I'm out of my trades now. I'm not in any trades. So
you're gonna wave it early.
It's free money.
Yeah, man.
Bro,
free money. Go.
Right.
Go money. Yeah, of course. Hey, MAGA's up 46.8%. It's at $6.22. Just throwing that out there. Yeah.
MAGA's. I don't think they have MAGA on there. Do they?
I don't know.
Do they?
I didn't look. I don't know.
No.
I wish you could type in like categories, or maybe you can. Can you? Can you do that? You can't. Can you? Type in categories on the exchange. I think that'd be a great thing to implement. Don't you? Like, hey, I want to trade. I want to trade meme coins. Okay, cool. Boom, meme. Just the same way that you would do on CoinMarketCap.
Yeah, so they have that on Bing X. They have meme AI.
Oh, they do. Okay.
Yep.
So
proof of work, real world assets, DPIN. So,
I'm scrolling down through here trying to see. What were you saying, Tradefly?
I was gonna say I'm trying to reach out to a couple exchanges that are, I don't know, I'll say younger and just kind of up and coming.
Yeah.
And seeing if I can get on as like in a consulting type position. Be like, hey, pay me a few $100 an hour and I'll give you, you know, from a trader's perspective. So I may reach out to people and be like, hey, like what are things that you really like about certain exchanges? Like, what do you like to see on the charts, like the take profits, the trailing, all that stuff. Do you want to see that on the chart? Which I know they do.
Yeah.
And then have, exchanges that are not utilizing that, put that as part of the code. So.
Yeah. Clay the Great, I see you. The Trader Geo on the show. Yeah. Clay, if you haven't already sent me his information, send it to me again. Send it to me over on X, I think.
Geo's my neighbor. So
like literally?
Yeah, man. He lives like literally like 20 minutes down the road from me.
Okay.
That's wild.
All right.
Wild. Yeah.
Send me that information, height. Clay. You said Andrew's the same height.
Oh man.
I was scrolling down through to see.
But if you need to be put in touch with him, just give me a shout. You got my info,
okay.
and I'll hook you guys up too.
Cool. Appreciate it. Let's see here. All top
otters and pickles, baby.
What's innovation? You see when you pull down on CoinW, you've got all top and then innovation. Does anybody know what innovation is? I need to ask them that. I guess it's just saying, hey, something new, up and coming, doing something
probably
different.
Yeah.
Like, what is People USDT? Have you ever seen this?
No.
People.
There's so much out there, man. It's like
it's crazy. It's overwhelming.
It's way overwhelming.
Have you looked at this? No, man. But let's take a look, right? That's the thing, right? It's like sweet, and like some things come on your radar, and you're like, oh shit, man, I should actually really look into this, right? And that's the community, That's cool, man. I love that shit.
Yeah,
that's one of the things that is cool about being on a show is people will be like, hey, can you look at this? And you're like, I don't know what the hell that is, and then you pull it up, you're like, huh, let me Crux, he's great at deep diving that stuff. But the other thing is, I've noticed every time something new comes on the radar, it seems like that thing is just pumped 100 to 200%, and then they're thinking about getting in. And I'm always like,
not time. The time was like a month ago.
If Bitcoin moved 2% and this thing moved 200%, please don't do that. Like, don't be silly.
PR Rounder said Alex O holds Geo on his shoulders to look Keeper in the eye. No, you would be holding him on your shoulders to look maybe.
If we were in a pool. Maybe. If we were in a pool having like a shoulders fight, splash fight, I couldn't even use a snorkel.
Underwater.
I would need a scuba diving.
You'd be underwater.
I would need the suit. I need the full on. I need the whole on tank and everything, bro.
Little tube going up.
That's hilarious. That's funny. You were doing a chicken fight and you've got a snorkel, or you got a tank on. You got scuba gear on. I'm like, damn, it's hard to push this guy over. Well, no wonder, because his freaking center of gravity is like underwater.
Pool noodle extension on the thing.
Geo and Alex are permanent dudes, like holding everyone up. That'll be great.
Oh yeah.
All right, crypto fam, that's it, gentlemen. Exit your trades if you haven't already. I think I know what just happened there. Alex, what'd you end up at, brother?
Well, 542, man.
Okay, and Tradefly, you ended up at 1,018.
I'm limiting out of a trade right now.
Okay,
which I'm gonna have to adjust because it just moved.
Good job, Tradefly, man. You're a real homie, brother.
Congrats.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. I just got that one nice little move on the front side.
Yeah, no, dude. Hey, listen, one trade, because this is such a tough environment, one trade can change everything, right? Like we've seen it multiple different times. You get forced into a trade and one of them works out, one of them doesn't, and it can happen quick, especially when the volatility is low. I'd love to be able to go like at 10 o'clock in the morning when like things are jumping around.
Just shaking, yeah.
Yeah, it would be great if I could get people's schedules to work out. So shout out to Tradefly. He will be advancing Tradefly. You can still come on Mondays, but you are still in purgatory, my friend. Now, good news. There's only, hold on, let me think this through. I think next week is the final. Let me look at it. What do we got? We got 4 people on.
I might come and chirp if that's
I think we have, I believe we have 4 people on Monday. Or do we have 6 left? Hold that thought. Allow me to double check.
Jenna's out, right?
So Jenna's out. Yeah, I'm just double checking real quick. Let me scroll down and look real quick. So we have left
Johnny, Trader, Bullish Trader.
So I was just okay. So it's Johnny, and then so Alex is gone. So Johnny, and then OC guy, Bullish Trader, and Drew from Presend, and then you. So yes, so those 4 plus, obviously you guys can come on. Like anybody that wants to come on, you can still come on. But for the active thing, so there's 4 that are left on the main show. One of those is going to get taken out next week, and they're going to go 1v1 versus you, Tradefly, and then the following week will be the final, where the 2 people that are left from this next week go against the third person that comes out of the 1v1. So we are down to the line. So yeah, make sure to follow, guys, if you're not already, what's happening. Monday, that'll be the next one. Then the following Monday will be the final. Well, Monday, and then Thursday 1v1, and then the following Monday will be the final. So I'm excited about it.
I gotta survive 2 more times.
You gotta really you gotta survive 1 more time to get to the final. And then because you gotta win next Thursday.
You gotta win.
You gotta win next Thursday.
All right.
And then you'll be in the final.
We're trending.
Yep. Crypto fam, we love you. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Tradefly, Alex, you said something. It's an honor to have you guys on the show. So thank you guys very much. As always, you've been big support. I love you guys. Crypto fam, you could have been anywhere on a Thursday, but you're hanging out with your boys here at Crypto Wars. Thank you for watching Trading Wars. Question everything. Trust nothing except for your boy CryptoKeeper. And until next time, hodl like it's hot. We'll see you soon.